I never believed in all that lovey-dovey stuff. Marriage, kids, the whole 9 yards. Not for me. I was perfectly content with my own company, thank you very much. That is, until I got a friend request on Instagram that turned my world upside down. He was a college boy, a few years older than me, and his profile picture was interesting, to say the least. He was wearing a goofy hat and holding up a sign that said, "Free hugs." I almost swiped left right then and there, but something made me pause. Maybe it was his smile, or maybe it was the twinkle in his eye. Whatever it was, I decided to take a chance and accept his request. Little did I know this simple click would lead me down a rabbit hole of confusion, laughter, and ultimately, a love I never thought I'd experience. See, it turned out this guy, let's call him Ethan, actually had a crush on my best friend. He'd been too shy to message her directly, so he'd sent me a friend request hoping I'd introduce them. Talk about awkward. But here's the thing. The more Ethan and I talked, the more I realized he was actually pretty amazing. He was funny, intelligent, and had this quirky charm that I couldn't resist. He started sending me these heartfelt messages, telling me how much he enjoyed our conversations. He even wrote me poems. Poems, people. Who does that anymore? Now, I'm not easily impressed, but I have to admit, Ethan's poems were pretty darn good. They weren't your typical cheesy rhymes either. They were deep, thoughtful, and often hilarious. He wrote about everything from the beauty of a sunrise to the absurdity of pineapple on pizza. We agreed to disagree on that one. But it wasn't just the poems. Ethan was different from any guy I'd ever met. He was respectful, kind, and treated me like I was the only girl in the world. He loved to cook and would surprise me with homemade meals, pasta, curry, you name it. He devoured novels like they were going out of style and could talk for hours about philosophy, history, and the meaning of life. We'd spend hours on the phone discussing everything and nothing at all. It was refreshing, exhilarating, and a little bit terrifying all at the same time. Our first date was, well, it was magical. We went to this cute little Italian restaurant downtown. He brought me flowers, lilies, my favorite, and we talked for hours. It felt like we were the only two people in the world. After dinner, we walked along the beach, watching the sunset over the ocean. He held my hand, and I didn't pull away. In fact, I kind of liked it. A lot. That night, as he walked me to my door, he leaned in and kissed me. It was soft, sweet, and completely unexpected. And you know what? I kissed him back. From that moment on, I was a goner. I was falling for this quirky, poem-writing, pasta-making college boy, and I didn't even care. Our relationship wasn't all sunshine and roses, though. My parents were, let's just say they weren't thrilled. They thought Ethan was too old for me, too different. And they weren't entirely wrong. He had this intensity about him, this darkness that sometimes scared me. He'd talk about his troubled past, his difficult relationship with his family. He had these unusual desires, these kinks that I didn't even know existed. But I loved him. I loved him for all that he was, the good, the bad, and the downright weird. He challenged me, pushed me out of my comfort zone, and made me see the world in a whole new light. We were together for 2 incredible years, filled with laughter, adventure, and a love so deep it hurt. And then, just as suddenly as it began, it was over. We went our separate ways, both of us knowing it was for the best. It broke my heart, but I wouldn't trade those memories for anything. Ethan taught me that love can be found in the most unexpected places, even in a goofy Instagram friend request. And though we're not together anymore, a part of me will always cherish the time we had. It was a weird, wonderful, unforgettable love story, and I'm grateful for every single minute.